My name is Allela, and I'm a photographer and an artist. So the passion for photography started around 8 years ago, yes, when I was in second year. And it happened by chance where I borrowed the school camera one day to go for a concert at Allianz. And when I got to the entrance, I had the camera on my neck, and the security guard thought that I was press. So they told me that press should go right to the front of the stage. Now people were paying to get into the event, but press was not being charged. That really excited me. So I went in right to the front, and the whole time I was taking pictures with my mouth open. I could not believe that experience. And ever since then, I started playing with the camera, either borrowed camera or my phone, just create pictures. That's how the journey started. By profession, I'm a product designer, and that's what I studied in university. And after university, I got employed as a shoe designer for Bata for 3 years. And all this time I was doing photography on the side as a hobby, with no particular intention to make it professional. It happened when one of my friends had seen my work on Facebook, and their company wanted a photographer to come and create new images for them to help them with the marketing. So he asked me to send him a quote. And when I sent him the quote, he asked me, "Rich, are you joking? Are you really serious?" So I asked him why. And he said that your figures are very low. Can you please send me a better quote? Since I didn't have experience, I asked him what should I put as the figure. And what he told me was 4 times my salary. And I could not believe that for a job that was going to take less than a week with all expenses paid. I think that's when the light bulb went off in my head, and I knew that I was in the wrong place. This happened close to 4 years ago, yes. Actually 2016 April 1st. I remember going to my boss and giving him my resignation letter, and he thought that I was pulling a prank because it was April Fool's Day. Yeah, but that's when I decided to make this serious. This exhibition is called 30 at 30, and it contains 30 pieces because this is the year that I turned 30 years old. And turning 30 is one of those scary things, but as well it is exciting at the same time. And I wanted to celebrate that in a special manner by having an exhibition of something that I love, which is photography. At the moment, the first thing that I would like to get out of it is it is the first exhibition in Kenya to use augmented reality. And with that, I would like to inspire the young generation of creatives coming up to know that they can push their art beyond the limits that they know. Yeah, that there are different ways to work with the art. For this exhibition, we have a special app which, when you download on your phone and point it at the pictures, it brings the pictures to life. Essentially, what we're doing is we are taking you behind the scenes to show you how the story was created. And the reason that we were motivated to do that is because most people, when they look at my pictures, they don't believe that it's real. Or if they see it, they wonder how was it taken. We wanted to break that barrier of mystery and show you how it was done and bring you on the journey with us. And the other thing as well, this is the first time that it's being done in Kenya. It has never been done before. Secondly, I'm also selling the pieces on display, and it's also a source of income for me, because making an income through art is one of the hardest things, and most people don't believe that you can make money through your art. I also want to show people that you can live as an artist and make money while doing it. The exhibition today is divided into 2 sections, with the creative side on one hand and the cultural side on the other hand. For example, the picture to my left is a creative picture, and the one to my right is one of culture. And I wanted to show both sides because culture has very powerful stories, and the creative side has powerful ways of expression. The 30 pieces were chosen through a rigorous criteria whereby I had to look for the most creative pictures and the ones with the most powerful stories. And in the collection, we had 15 creative pictures and 15 cultural pictures. Now this is one of the cultural pictures, and it's of the Maasai tribe. Now when I was going to shoot this picture, I didn't know about the guy, but we ended up becoming very good friends. And if you look at it, I shot it in a different manner because most people shoot Maasai standing or jumping, yeah, but I wanted to do something different. So for this, one of the things that he did for his community is that he's a messenger. So his horn is actually a way of passing signals to the village. Yeah. And one of the things about this photo as well is I shot it about 2 months ago, and 1 week after I had shot it, I got a call from one of his friends. He's called Simon. And he told me that Simon had been hit by a lorry. So it's quite sad that this is the last picture of Simon that was created. The picture on my right, the one of the man rowing the raft. So the gentleman in the picture is from the El Molo tribe, who live along the shores of Lake Turkana. And El Molo is the smallest tribe in Kenya, probably the world, yeah, with less than 300 people of pure indigenous genes. Yeah. And very soon, they may not actually be there. So it's one of those communities that caught my attention, and I wanted to create powerful images of them that years from now, when people see, they can celebrate who they were and their livelihood. And from the picture, he was just going fishing. So they normally go fishing in the evening. And he was preparing to go fishing with his nets because that's their main source of income. When I learned that they are one of the smallest tribes in Kenya with less than 300 people, I was fascinated, and I wanted to create a portrait that would tell people how rare it is to have them, and also pass the story in a creative way. Hence this portrait here. So all the 3 men are from the El Molo community, and as you can see, you can't really see their faces, so it's a silhouette. And that was done intentionally because in a few years to come, once they disappear, we shall not remember what they look like or their language. And this is exactly how we will remember them, people as a faceless community. Now, this photo shoot is meant to disturb you a little bit, make you feel uncomfortable, and try to sensitize you about the issue. I don't know what can be done about it, but I hope that it raises awareness of the situation. My pictures traverse nearly the whole country, and one of the reasons is I am passionate about documenting our culture because over the years it is becoming eroded, and most of us do not know our stories or our heritage. And through the work, I would like to now let other people know what their culture is, and most importantly, to make them proud of their culture. Yes, because that's who we are. Well, to create such kind of work takes a lot of dedication. Yeah. And I study a lot because I am a self-taught photographer, which means I never went to school to learn any of the skills. YouTube University, very true. And I remember when I was employed, I used to wake up at 3, and between 3 and 6, I would be on YouTube. learning different skills and seeing how other photographers work. Then over the weekends, I would now go and practice what I learned. And till now, I still continue the same practice. I read a lot and I watch a lot of videos on how to make my work different and better. The thing that makes my work stand out the best is, number one, I think the story. With the images that I create, I tend to package them with a story. So when a picture has a story, it's more powerful than when it just stands on its own. And secondly, it's a creative execution. Whereas people might take normal portraits, I tend to see how I can flatter the subject, make the lighting better, or make the setting different in a way that will make it appealing to other people. I think the art industry right now in our country is growing a lot, and it's hugely due to the internet as well, because the internet has democratized everything. You do not even, sometimes you do not need to have an exhibition, because you can have an online exhibition of your artwork, and your website or your Instagram page becomes that platform for you to sell your work and for people to reach you. The exhibition officially opened on 29th of October, and we had a massive turnout with over 250 people from different walks of life. We had around 5 ambassadors. We had people, the head of UNICEF Madagascar, the head of the World Trade Organization. They all came here, as well as a lot of creatives. And everyone had the experience of a lifetime. One person saw the pictures, and when they experienced the art, they say that they'd never seen anything like that in their life. And they hope that other people get to experience the same. All the pieces are the same size, and although they are made on different medium, which vary in terms of cost, for ease of transaction and also memory, I wanted to standardize them at a price which is affordable to most people, as well as something that when you buy, you'll feel like it's a precious item. We also have limited edition copies that we are printing out in A4 size that we're selling for 1,000 more, so that every person can have a copy of these pictures. If you're not able to make it to the exhibition, you can log on to my website, richallela.com. Allela is A-L-L-E-L-A, or go to my Instagram account at richallela, where you'll be able to now get in touch with me for any of these pieces. This exhibition is curated by Christoffersen, who is an amazing agent. I met her through chance, but God has helped us that we connected creatively. And we aim to bring to you more exhibitions like this that have even better experiences. So we will always keep pushing those boundaries. Today, you think it's the app, you never know what will happen tomorrow. One of the things I'm looking at is transitioning. So I started as a photographer, and right now I'm a filmmaker as well. And there are so many challenges when you're a filmmaker and a creative that I would like to solve in the industry. So in the next 5 to 10 years, I would like to set up a huge studio where other creatives can come and create their work. Yes, as well as people from outside can come to Kenya to create the work, because we have some of the most beautiful locations and also some of the most beautiful people, and the world needs to see that. The advice that I can give to any young photographer or creative starting out is, number one, to follow your passion. Most people make the mistake of following the money, and when you start with that, you will end up getting frustrated very fast, because at the beginning, this career doesn't pay. But if you're diligent and you work hard, it pays in the end. Secondly, study your craft. Whoever is next to you, make sure that you're working 10 times harder than them, because that is what will make you different.